Bueno amigos y amigas, bienvenidos a un nuevo juego llamado The Stanley Parable. Para serles sincero, no comprendo muy bien de qué va este juego, pero de todos modos te aconsejo quedarte hasta el final, porque este juego tiene un final o unos finales que de verdad son sorprendentes al parecer. Así que quédate hasta el final y así experimentamos la historia de modo completo tú y yo, así que démosle a iniciar.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the
A Stanley le gustaba que las órdenes vinieran del ordenador.
For this job. And Stanley was happy.
Bueno, Stanley era feliz. Ahí están los subtítulos, léanlo.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
¿Qué es lo que no podría
He
olvidar?
had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Caminó afuera de su oficina. Me imagino que tengo que caminar afuera de la oficina.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Todos sus compañeros de trabajo habían desaparecido. ¿Por qué podría
Stanley
ser?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Estoy confundido. Parece que tenemos que abrir alguna puerta o algo.
Stanley went around touching
Stanley
every
anduvo
little thing
tocando la
in the
pequeña
office,
cosa en la oficina,
but it
pero
didn't
hacía
make a
distinción
single
alguna.
difference, nor did it advance the story in any
No
way.
puede ser. Ok. Dices que no toque nada porque esto no hace avanzar la historia, pero ¿qué la hace avanzar? O sea, ¿qué puedo hacer para que la historia avance? Simplemente voy a caminar por las oficinas, viendo qué tal. Ok, creo que este señor quiere que caminemos por aquí.
When Stanley came to a
Cuando
set
Stanley
of
llegó a
two
un sitio
open
con dos
doors,
puertas
he
abiertas, entró a
entered
la
the
puerta
door
de
on
su
his
izquierda.
left.
Ok, dice que entró a la puerta de su izquierda. Yo no voy a entrar a la puerta de la izquierda, no le voy a hacer caso.
This was not the correct way
Esto
to
era
the
el
meeting
camino
room,
correcto a la
and
sala de
Stanley knew
reuniones.
it
Stanley no lo
perfectly
sabía,
well.
perfecto.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Ok.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in, but eager to get back to
Pero
business.
dispuesto a regresar al
Stanley
negocio,
took the
Stanley tomó la
first
primera
open
puerta
door on
abierta a
his
su izquierda.
left.
No sé, amigo. Tranquilamente podría ignorar lo que tú me dices, pero no sé. ¿Es un juego acaso multiopción? O sea, ¿me deja elegir? Bueno, no sé. Yo voy a caminar por acá.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
El narrador se ve que no le ha agradado para nada.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Obviamente
I'm
empezamos
not
con el pie
sure.
izquierdo.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's
Amigo.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Okay.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
¿Quién es ella?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside.
¿Quién
To
es
let
ella?
her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Se cerró la puerta. Ok. Ok, un teléfono.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Al parecer el narrador quiere que tomemos el teléfono, pero no lo sé, narrador. No veo nada más que pueda hacer. No puedo salir, entonces vamos a tomar el teléfono. A ver, se ve que no le caemos nada bien al narrador.
Stanley, is that you?
Oh, Stanley,
Hold
eres
on,
tú.
sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just
Me
pulling the
imagino que es la
fry out of the
esposa,
oven.
¿no?
All right. Okay, there we go.
Ok, brother.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Ok.
Gotcha! Oh, come on.
¿De veras
Did you
creíste que
actually
era
think
una
you had
mala
a
esposa?
loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No quiero entrar. Chao. Me voy.
Sorry, but you're in
Okay.
my story now.
No puede ser, narrador. ¿Qué te pasa? Me tienes atrapado. Se supone que yo debería de controlar el juego, no el narrador. Por favor, narrador. No puedo salir de aquí. Obviamente debemos de seguir el camino del narrador. Ok.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named
Oh,
Stanley.
no, amigo. Buenos días, empleado 427. Presione en su teclado.
Stanley is quite a boring
Stanley es el
fellow.
sujeto
He has
bastante
a
aburrido.
job that
Tiene un
demands
trabajo.
nothing of him, and
Okay.
every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature
Te
of his
entiendo, narrador.
existence.
Por favor, presione 4.
Look at him there, pushing
Míralo ahí,
buttons, doing
presiona botones.
exactly what he's told to do.
No, amigo.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's
Okay.
coming back to work.
Se ve que no
One
te
might
agradó
even
para
feel sorry
nada.
for him.
Ok,
And now
empiezo a
another was a
pensar
game with a baby.
que debía de
And
seguir
he
las
called
órdenes de
it
este tipo
the
porque ahora me
Stanley
tiene
Parable.
atrapado y ni siquiera me deja jugar. Volver a comenzar partida porque, a ver, lo que llevo entendido es que hay que hacerle caso y tomar decisiones solo cuando lo amerite porque si no, no me va a dejar jugar. Entonces lo comprendo.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
Okay.
to go to the meeting
Stanley
room.
decidió ir a la
Perhaps he
sala de
had simply
reuniones.
missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Vamos a hacerle caso, vamos a la puerta de la izquierda porque si no el narrador no nos deja seguir con la historia. Está bien, todo normal, todo alegre, se observa todo alegre.
Yet there was not
Okay.
a single person here either.
No hay nadie.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Aquí podemos ver cosas como gráficos de trabajadores normales. Vamos a seguir a
Coming
ver
to
qué
a
más hay.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Vamos
office.
hacia la oficina de nuestro jefe. Esta es la oficina de nuestro jefe al parecer. Hay un
Stepping
piano.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number,
2845, me imagino que sería importante.
2845.
Aquí
But
se
of
supone
course,
debería haber un
Stanley
escritorio.
couldn't possibly have known this.
A ver, ¿qué sabemos hasta ahora? Sabemos que no le agradamos al narrador para nada. Pero sin embargo, me imagino que detrás del escritorio debería haber un teclado para seguir. Nos dijo un número.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
A ver, ya. 2845, algo así me dijo, pero... Ah, ya. Claro.
2845.
No puede ser. No le agradamos para nada. 2 4 8 5.
Stanley simply began entering random codes and forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Ok. No le agradamos para nada al narrador, se nota. Se cerró esto. Wow.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Okay.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ok, sigamos. ¿Se quebró eso? ¿Acaso?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the
Stanley
large
caminó
door
directo
that
hacia adelante
read
en la
Mind
puerta que decía
Control
instalaciones de
Facility.
control mental. Mind Control Facility. Bueno, disculpen mi inglés, no sé hablar para nada inglés. Somos nosotros caminando, claro. Pues vamos presionando este botón.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
Okay.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the
Sí.
strength to find out?
Vamos, sigamos por acá. El narrador dice que no es nuestro enemigo, pero yo no le creo sinceramente. ¿Por qué? No lo sé, simplemente no le creo.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number
números.
of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
Nos
where
monitoreaban, se
freedom
supone,
meant
porque
nothing.
yo soy Stanley y estaba siendo monitoreado. Así que sigamos por acá, ya nos abrieron una puerta. ¿Qué es eso? Ah, ok, la puerta esta se puso roja. Ah, ya, los monitores cambian al parecer. Acá, dice para arriba.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Sí.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
La pasión
Was
con la
it
que lo
even
narra el
possible?
narrador, no lo
Had he
sé.
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Ok, sigamos para
But
adelante.
here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy
Okay.
or sad or
Mind
content.
control or statue of
Walking,
line.
eating, working,
Control mental.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert
Okay,
its
controlan la
terrible
vida de
power
Stanley,
over
eso es
another
obvio.
human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Ya, dirías que yo hago eso ya, pero ¿cómo lo hago? Pues estoy perdido totalmente. Vamos a subir por acá. No, es que no te comprendo, narrador. Quieres que desactive esto, pero no sé cómo. Así que simplemente voy a caminar por aquí. Voy a presionar el número 4. No pasa nada. Bueno, se da cuenta el narrador de que no podemos hacer nada. Así que simplemente creo que debemos de buscar la parte donde podríamos destruir los controles. No sé, es que no comprendo mucho el narrador. No nos quiere. ¿Y esto? Console disable. Ok. Console disable. No sé qué significa exactamente. Creo que simplemente debemos de seguir caminando. Entonces, esta es como que una sala de cine donde se supone controlan la mente de todos. Y nosotros debemos de desactivarlo. Eso es lo que dice el narrador, por lo menos.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything
System
it stood
power.
for.
¿Que debería desplazar? On, off. Es que el narrador no me lo dijo. Bueno, creo que no me lo dijo. Si me lo dijo, corríjame en los comentarios. Vamos a aplastar off o on. No lo sé, off. Ya, hagámosle caso al narrador. Supongo que hay que cortar el suministro de energía. Una música.
Blackness. And a
Oscuridad y
rising
un
chill
sensible
of
temor de
uncertainty.
incertidumbre.
Was it over?
¿Había acabado? No lo sé. Tú dímelo.
Yes.
Sí,
He had won.
había ganado.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
La puerta
Where
se está
had his
abriendo. ¿A dónde habrían ido
coworkers
sus
gone?
compañeros?
How
¿Cómo
had he
había
been
sido el
freed
liberado
from
del
the
alcance de la
machine's
máquina?
grasp?
¿Qué otros misterios
What other
mantenía ese
mysteries did
extraño
this
edificio?
strange building hold?
A ver, logramos
But as
liberar
sunlight
el...
streamed into the chamber, he
escapar o algo.
realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
La
but
puerta sigue
happiness.
bajando y al parecer
Perhaps
estamos
his
a punto
goal
de
had
escapar.
not been to understand, but to let go.
Parece que
No
ganamos.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
¿Acaso
Whatever
ganamos?
life he lives, it will be
En
his.
20 minutos ganamos.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth
Ok,
knowing.
al parecer puedo
Stanley
escapar.
stepped through the open door.
Ya, la puerta está abierta. Escapamos. Bueno, chao amigos.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of
Ya no nos
liberation,
deja mover.
the immense possibility of the
control.
new path before
Así que
him.
Stanley está bien, está
This was
en
exactly
su
the
lugar
way,
feliz.
right now, that things were meant to happen.
Al parecer sí está en su lugar
And
feliz.
Stanley was happy.
Bueno, Stanley era feliz, eso lo comprendo. Entonces, completamos el juego, ganamos, Stanley fue feliz. Pero me imagino que habrá otro final, porque un final de 23 minutos básicamente es algo raro. Así que me imagino que habrán otras formas de completar el juego. Pero, bueno, dejémoslo hasta aquí, amigos. Si les gustó el juego, opinen en los comentarios qué decisiones podría tomar diferente y qué decisiones les podría gustar para un siguiente gameplay, porque voy a tratar de completar otros finales, voy a tratar de decidir de otro modo. Y si ustedes opinan que algo hice malo, que algo podría hacerse diferente, simplemente escríbanlo en los comentarios que yo estaré leyendo y lo iré completando y lo iré subiendo al canal. Bueno, nada más, amigo, decirte que muchas gracias por observar el video. Seguiré jugando Stanley Parable para ver qué más se puede obtener aquí, qué más se puede conseguir, porque hasta ahora llevo 2 formas en las que lo vi. Y sus opiniones, nada, en los comentarios. Bueno, muchas gracias, suscríbete, amigo, te lo recomiendo porque subimos un video cada semana y hasta la próxima.